Hey everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So do me a favor before we get started. I need for you to hit this like button. If not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Also, there is a link at the bottom. So I need you to check out that link and share it. All right. So today we're going to talk about what is going on in the crypto industry. So the crypto industry is actually collecting money with the plan of putting the next president in place who is an advocate of crypto. So people have their different agendas, and there's an agenda for crypto. So I thought this was interesting. So they're looking for candidates to put in office who are crypto advocates. So they already have $78 million in the bank. And there's a group called Super PAC Fair Shake. Have you heard of them? Super PAC Fair Shake. So they are behind this. They're collecting donations from several places, mainly people who believe in crypto. They want crypto to succeed. They have donations from crypto companies like Coinbase is one. Circle and Kraken. Have you heard of Circle and Kraken? I have not heard of that company, but they are also one of the people donating. There are tech investors also donating. So Coinbase, they actually launched their own independent nonprofit focused on advancing this agenda. So Coinbase has their own nonprofit that they launched, right? So there is this whole move behind crypto, and the attempt is to get it into legislation and to get the people in place in legislation that believe in crypto. So what they're doing now is collecting a lot of money. And so far they have $78 million. So I think it's interesting that Coinbase launched their own independent nonprofit focusing on this. And I think it's interesting that there's a whole group behind this called Super PAC Fair Shake. Have you ever heard of them? So crypto is a $1 trillion industry. Um, However, they do have the SEC, who has, been an opposing force, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a $1 trillion industry. The SEC has been an opposing force. We're still waiting until January to see when and if this Bitcoin ETF actually happens. And so now you have a whole group who is getting things in place to put the people in place that will back the legislation for crypto. And that is what they are working on. So you've heard of all the frauds that have happened with crypto. Binance, for example, um, stealing people's money laundering. You've heard of those things. However, there is a whole subpopulation of people who strongly believe in crypto. Some have been dollar cost averaging for decades. Some got in real early. They got in real early. They became millionaires and took their profit. On the other hand, some got in and they lost money because they didn't take profit, or they had it in the wrong place. They had it in places such as Binance, for example. places that were not ethical, where you actually had the CEO actually stealing people's money and doing money laundering. So you have these the whole different segments of the population in crypto. Some are just sitting back, dollar cost averaging, been doing it for decades. Some have they took their money and left. They became millionaires. Then some lost a whole lot of money because they didn't take profit at the right time, or like I said, they had their money in the wrong place. So I just think it's interesting that there's this whole move behind crypto, and what they're doing is they're focusing on the legislation part of it. They're focusing on the legislation part of it. And they are also focusing on pro crypto candidates. That's what they're looking for. Pro crypto candidates for office in legislation that will back legislation that supports crypto. So there's this whole underground move going on with crypto, collecting millions and millions of dollars. So far, they have 78 million, and they're still collecting, right? So far they have 78 million. So far, they are raising funds to put these people in office. That is their agenda. So I find that to be very interesting. So we will see what happens. January 10th. The date is around January 10th. Give or take a few days. That's when we will have the final decision on whether Bitcoin will be an ETF or not. So the people who already got in early, they got in early where everybody else was skeptical. They just took a risk and they got in. They received the profits from that, from getting in and taking a risk. So um, a lot of others have missed that boat. But there's a new boat now. There's a new boat. So this is your second opportunity to get in. If you didn't get in the first time, this is your second opportunity to get in, knowing that crypto is, everybody doesn't believe in crypto. Kind of sketchy there, right? But this is all about, are you willing to take a risk or not? That's what this is about, right? So a lot of people missed the first boat. Second boat is here. And we will see January 10th, the final decision, whether or not that Bitcoin ETF is approved or not. So as far as crypto goes, keep in mind this is not financial advice, just for educational, informational purposes only. But as far as crypto goes, it's a good idea to dollar cost average in it. Of course, you want to make sure that's in the right place, not in a sketchy place, not in a place where they can get to it and hack it, but the safest place possible. And then only putting in what you're willing to lose, right? This crypto thing is a risk. Like I said, some people, they got in early, became millionaires with it. Then other people, they were in the wrong spot. They were in Binance, for example, and they lost a lot of money. So the second boat is here. And then we will find out January 10th, give or take a few days, if this Bitcoin ETF is approved or not. And if it is approved, that will be a huge, huge advancement in the crypto world. It will give more people the feeling of safety, that this is safe now, right? So it's not guaranteed, as you know. It's still not guaranteed, but it will give people that feeling of safety. It's all about, are you willing to take the risk or not? So as far as this goes, you only put in money that you're willing to lose, right? So that's what's going on in the crypto world, and I think it's interesting. Everybody has their own agendas, and this is one agenda that is going on. All right, so do me a favor. If you like the channel, I need for you to hit this like button. If you are not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Also, leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. Also, very important, don't forget, the link at the bottom. I need for you to check it out, and I need for you to share it. All right? So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your nights.